Okay, I'm back at the Gaffney dump here in South Carolina. So I've decided to stay here for one more day and dig a big hole right here about 10 feet long. So let's open it up and see how many sodas are in there. Okay, the first bottle out is A.S. Heinz. It's the nice one with the logo design on it. Better than the kind that just says honey and almond cream. And I just see another bottle right here. And it's embossed also. It's a Caldwell syrup Pepsin of the miniature variety. Well, would you look at that? It's the top of a jug, only about 2 or 3 inches deep. I mean, if it's intact, then it's going to go up to there. Oh, it's broken. But it could be a marked jug, so it looks like just a little piece is gone, so I'm going to be careful and get that out of there. And of course a melted pharmacy. Well, it's badly broken, obviously. I didn't be too careful with it because of that. But here's the rest of it. Okay, it doesn't say anything on it, at least on this side. And about a foot below that other jug is one of these kind of jugs that, what do you call that kind when they aren't straight-sided? Anyway, you can see all the lines in it, where they use their fingers and thumbs to make the formation. Here's some more of it. Got a handle on it. I've never seen a handle quite like it. Okay, I just found this. I haven't found one of these for many years. If you look on eBay, you will see these selling for quite a lot of money. The beer bottles, but they have to be this exact design. Sometimes they go for like $60 to $80 because they're considered a heroin bottle. Well, I got a pretty big hole going here, and I hardly have anything to show for it. It's so different than it was 3 feet over that way where all those sodas were showing up. And you know why? It's because of the probing technique. I probed every 2 feet all along this bank for 150 feet. And I marked off all the spots that had the tightness and the most glass. And those are the spots I was digging before. But I wanted to try and experiment on this section and just randomly dig where the ground felt loose. And as you can see, I was right. It's not producing anything. So that's one of the tips. Very important tip, I can tell you. Okay, I found another dental bottle. I don't know why there's so many dental bottles in this dump. But this one has sort of a swastika design on it. So that should be worth $12. Well, there's most of the straight-sided Coke. And it's not melted either. But of course it's not really worth anything in this condition. But you might say this is a 1915 layer because straight-sided Coke was in there. Or 1914 even. But I'm here to tell you, so many people get it wrong with the hollow skirt Cokes being from 1915 or newer, but they really didn't start making them till 1917. And a lot of companies still use straight-sided Cokes in 1919, 1920, and 1921, and in rare cases even later. And here's another Coke that's intact but severely melted. I can't even tell if it's a hollow skirt or straight side because it's so badly melted. But I'm thinking it's probably, well, let's see if it's embossed on this part. Yeah, it is. So it's a straight side. Yeah, this dump is so badly melted. I really think it's about time to leave here. Well, while filling the hole in, I found a 3-in-1 oil. Nothing exciting about it, but I think it's blown in a mold. Anyway, these go back to 1910. So I think it's about time to find a new place to dig, because I officially declare this dump not worthy. One of many places that I wanted to check out. The city of Gaffney, no trespassing. Okay, today we are in Blacksburg, South Carolina. This is my first stop. This is a creek that's about a mile out of town. Okay, the only place that looks good in this town is this cemetery, because as you can see there's a creek right here as well as right here, going on both sides of it, and I'm thinking that's where the dump's going to be. Okay, I'm coming to Bessemer City, North Carolina for the first time. Okay, I haven't cut any bottles for about a year. I went to a sale and I saw this, another tile saw. I already have one, paid $35 for it. I saw this one and it had a price tag of only $2 on this. I was like, what? A tile saw for $2? Does it even work? They said, I don't even know if it works or not, but I thought, well, for that price, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. It's just so small. This is like half the size of the blade from the other one, and it's just made out of all plastic. So it is probably the cheapest one ever made. But let's see how it works. Okay, is it working? Okay, it turns on and it's splattering water just like expected. Yeah, it's kind of messy. I really shouldn't have been doing it here. I'm right in the middle of my antique shop doing this. It sprayed water all over stuff, but I can dry it off. So anyway, it did cut it successfully. This one has a giant crack running up the side, so you might think, why am I even bothering to make a glass out of that? Well, you know, I spray paint some of my stuff, so it's not really going to be a drinking glass if I paint it. It would look good with pencils in it though. Alright, got them all washed off now. Now it's time to do the edges. So I take a piece of 500 grit or 400 grit sandpaper and get it wet. Put it on something really flat like a slab of glass. So you start off by making it perfectly level. Then after a few minutes of that, then you start doing the edges. Alright, it's looking pretty good. I rounded the edges off pretty nicely. Not as good as possible, but that's very time consuming unless you know the secret, which I still haven't figured it out yet. How about a churro cola glass? That's pretty nice. Haven't seen anybody make one of these before, have you? I'm sure a lot of you churro cola collectors would like to have that.